In the peaceful town of Hilford, where cobbled streets curved through time and ivy-wrapped old cottages like memory's embrace, something unusual arrived at the local post office in the spring of 2025. Thomas Green, the town's postmaster, was sorting old mail from a long-abandoned Royal Mail warehouse when he found an envelope that didn't belong. It was sealed with red wax and addressed in beautiful cursive. To Miss Eleanor Whitmore, Rosewood Cottage, Hilford. Date, May 3rd, 1925. Exactly 100 years ago. The envelope looked untouched by time, but the message inside had never been delivered. Thomas felt something deeper, like a forgotten story wanting to be heard. Curiosity led him to the house. The garden was wild, the gate rusted, but the structure held firm. Dust floated in the air like memories. Thomas stepped inside and placed the letter on the fireplace mantel, unsure what else to do. But sleep didn't come that night. The letter gnawed at his thoughts. Finally, he returned to the cottage, opened the envelope with trembling hands, and read, "My dearest Eleanor, if this letter reaches you, fate has taken its time. I write from the trenches, unsure if I'll return. Each day is darker, but your memory is light. If I don't come home, I've left something for you beneath the old oak tree, the one we carved our initials into. It's yours, with all my heart, forever, Henry." The handwriting was steady, but filled with sorrow. Henry had gone to war and never come back. Eleanor, it seemed, never knew what he left behind. The next day, Thomas returned to Rosewood Cottage with a shovel. In the overgrown garden stood an old oak tree, its bark aged but strong. He brushed away moss and found it. E+H carved into the trunk. Digging beneath the tree, he hit something solid, a rusted tin box. Inside, wrapped in cloth, was a velvet pouch. Within it was a delicate gold locket, holding portraits of a young woman and a soldier. A ring rested beside it, plain but beautiful, with a small note. "For the day I ask you to marry me." Tears welled up in Thomas's eyes. Henry had meant to propose. The letter had never reached Eleanor. No one had ever known. With the town's help, Thomas turned Rosewood Cottage into a small memorial. Inside, the letter, ring, and locket were displayed beneath glass. News spread across Hilford, and the story touched hearts far beyond the town. One day, an old woman named Margaret visited the cottage. She introduced herself as Eleanor's great niece. "She never married," Margaret said softly, staring at the display. "Every spring she'd sit by the window, watching the road. She never spoke of him by name, only said she once loved a soldier." The letter had come too late to change Eleanor's life, but it had arrived just in time to tell her story. Now, every year on May 3rd, the townspeople gather beneath the oak tree. Flowers are laid. The letter is read aloud. Eleanor and Henry's initials are preserved, carved in bark and remembered in hearts. And though a century had passed, their love was no longer lost in silence. It lived on, because love like that never truly dies. This story teaches us that love may be delayed, even forgotten by time, but it never truly disappears. True love finds its way, no matter how long it takes.